The Dharma protectors themselves are very brave. In the cases of some Dharma protectors, they take on the burden of 10 million Dharma protectors. And they take on responsibilities that other Dharma protectors cannot and dare not do. So the Dharma protectors' manifestation to us represents what? Courage and responsibility. So when we pray to a Dharma protector, any Dharma protector, like Setra, Benden Lamo, any, you have to understand they are the underdogs and they're the fellas that make their hands dirty for the Buddhas. The Buddhas all sit in heaven, clean and nice, drinking nectar, running around naked and having parties and wearing bone ornaments and beautiful jewelry and having great bodies. The Dharma protectors are the ones that are ugly, that have to do the doggies work, that have to run around and listen to us and enter people and speak to them through oracles. Going into an oracle is like going inside a toilet bowl, Drigungchi used to say, for the deities. Look what's inside our bodies. Nothing clean inside. So the Dharma protectors are the ones who are extremely courageous. And you know what they teach us? It's not about making black tea and offering lights to them and saying, do this, do that, do this, do that for me. Praying to a Dharma protector should result in oneself gaining courage. And that is the real blessing. And oneself taking responsibility. And if we really believe in our Dharma protector, and I think we all do, definitely we do. And if we have received benefits from them in previous times, even in previous lives, the way to keep that going, to repay their kindness and to receive their real inner blessing, real inner, is to gain courage and to do things that we're afraid to do, positive, to take responsibilities that we're afraid to take and take the step into the unknown. Because why? The known is not bringing us anything anyways. Maybe the unknown will bring us something better. And that's how we perpetuate a Dharma protector. We have to reach this level now that we are beyond black tea. If you look at some lamas, I've seen them. They don't make black teas, or they make very quick, sporadic black teas. They don't do big pujas. They don't do big concerts. They don't do big offerings. They simply ask the Dharma protector, do this, 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 and this. Do you know why the Dharma protectors listen to them? Because they have stepped into the unknown. They are willing to take the burdens of others, and they are gaining courage. So they don't need to engage in big pujas, big prayers, big mantras, big black tea. And the Dharma protectors will respond. Why? Because their puja, their black tea, their meditation, their retreat on Dharma protector is dealing with people, being patient with people, not giving up, taking Dharma work, taking responsibility, benefiting others. That is the puja. That is the torma. That is the offering. That is the black tea that the Dharma protectors really, really want. So if we don't do that and we simply offer black tea to them and candles, the effect is very little, because if we're new practitioners, acceptable. But if we're senior practitioners, we must reach a level that we are beyond that. And that if we still do that, it will be in the capacity of making offerings to enlightened being, to collect merit and giving an example to others who may be new. But that senior practitioners are not dependent on tormas, pujas, rituals, black tea, mantras, offerings to succor, to invite, to invoke, to please a Dharma protector. That the Dharma protector should be at your fingertips already. Why? Because you have put the real puja and the real effort towards them. And that's what they want. And so what is that? Is that another guilt trip? No. It is a fact on how to secure help in a place where there is no help. In a place where it's wild and barbaric, where it's difficult, where even the word bodhicitta is heard, rarely heard, and when heard, the meaning is not there. And when the meaning is understood, the practice is not there. And if there is any type of practice, no result. That's where the Dharma protectors are most strong. So for us, being in a place where finding sponsorship is very difficult, accomplishing Dharma work is very monumental, and we make so many mistakes. And that everything and every person is so much effort and work. And making things manifest is non-stop. Instead of complaining and being sad and distraught, we should rejoice. Because this is the manifestation of our prayers and our aspirations to spread Dharma where no Dharma has spread. And where the Dharma has spread and there's misconception and wrong view, to take on the responsibility to clear it, to be the bad guy, to be the one that people point fingers at you and say, you're bad, you're evil, you're wrong, you're against the Dalai Lama, whatever people want to say these days. And to be the negative person, to absorb all of this in order that you take responsibility to clear the Dharma where it has been misconstrued. So when you take on the responsibility and people look down upon you, avoid you, point fingers at you, and you become ostracized, and you become alienated, and you're questioned, and people doubt you, joy should arise in your minds. Why? That is how we take responsibility for clearing the Dharma where it is not cleared. Be blamed. Be wrong. Be spoken negative about. Have people point fingers at you. Don't clear yourself. Be the bad guy with compassion, with love, and reciprocate other people's accusations and harm, and reciprocate other people's wrong view with patience and effort and consistency in your practice. And when the time comes and the environmental causes open, one speaks up compassionately to give them the Dharma. So where there is no Dharma, let there be the Dharma. Where there is Dharma, we must make it stronger. And where there's a misunderstanding of Dharma, may I be the one that take on the responsibilities and the blame and the wrong view to make it clear. And that's how we should think. So therefore, if we have a Dharma center and we have a beautiful Sangha and we have people joining, it is the aspirational prayers manifesting. And all the inverted commas difficulties we go through are not difficulties. It is an expression of other people's samsara manifesting at our door and giving us a chance to overcome it from compassion. I don't mind being the bad guy. I don't mind being the controversial Lama. I don't mind being the outcast. I don't mind being on the top 30 hated list. I don't mind being the evil Lama. I don't mind being the misunderstood Lama. I don't mind being the martyr. I don't mind if you give me the cross and hang me on it. Anything for attention. No, just kidding. I don't mind anymore. That's the magic word here. Anymore. Why? I've transformed my thoughts to realize that all of these obstacles, yes, they're obstacles and they're very difficult, and I get real pissed off at the moment. But you know what's incredible? My being pissed off just stays 1 moment now. That's incredible. Just 1 moment. I can get nasty letters, nasty accusations, and I hear it. Just 1 moment, and I'm over it. I amazed myself. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. It wasn't like that 15 years ago. And instead of getting these people far, far away from me, I keep them near me. And I tell them I like them, and I feed them, and I give them gifts, and I reward them and compliment them. I tell myself, what's my point? You're not my problem. I'm my problem. I'm my problem. And now, what I foresee in you as creating my problem has transformed now 10 years later into me knowing that it's my problem. And therefore, my anger has become 1 minute. And that is the real situation. So my point is, when we get Dharma work, when we have Dharma responsibilities, if we understand the law of cause and effect, and we know the true nature of our Dharma protectors, we'll be very, 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 very happy to do it and excited to do it and not try not to do it. Why? We know the real benefits. We know the real benefits.